Hi everyone, Amy here with amyswares, and today I'm going to give my sentiment binder a facelift for the new year. So here is a little review of what it looks like in the beginning of my process. These are baseball card protector sheets. It's just kind of a basic notebook, but I'm going to give it a facelift and update it and use these tabs and add to it with a bunch of my dies like you see here, and kind of give it a new, fresh, organized look for the new year. So I've been in a bit of a crafty slump over the last several months, kind of since I moved actually. And this was a fun way to kind of jumpstart and get myself back into kind of a crafty mindset. So I'm just going to die cut a bunch of my sentiments. As you can see, I'm doing a lot in neutrals. That's a question I often get asked, is what to use. I'll kind of wing it. I'll use what I have on hand, but as you can see, I had a lot of scraps. I have scraps of metallics and blacks and whites and things like that. That's what I'm starting with, but sometimes I'll even do it with pattern paper. The sky's the limit, but I do find that using whites and blacks and neutrals and metallics is a really easy way to go because you can match those with a lot. Here I'm showing I actually modified the hooray. I lost the tittle for the black one, so I actually just kind of snipped off the exclamation point. So that's an option if you have something like this. Think of different ways that you can kind of modify it and stretch your supplies. Now here I have some white paper scraps. I like to use white because you can color them, custom color them after the fact, or black and white is just kind of a stark, classy look that works with so many different things. Now, some time saving for this is to load as many as you can on your scrap. So they may have slightly different heights, but I don't find that this really causes me any issues. It does save me a lot of time. Now here I'm showing I can even use the front piece and get kind of a two-tone look with this white and the gold. So I'm trying to use up all my scraps, trying not to waste anything. So if you have a similar sort of paper pad, I believe that was from Joanne, maybe you can do something similar. Here I'm just showing that I'm actually using some mint tape to kind of tape the front and the back together. The reason I didn't just glue it down is because, like I said, when I use white, I can custom color it later. So depending on how I make the card, I might want to actually color that white cardstock, either with ink blending or just smushing an ink pad down directly on it, just to make it match my project even more. So I'm just going to tape those together. Here I'm showing black and white. I kind of will, cut one taped section of dies together in white, one in black, and then swap them. And then I'll have the front and the back like you see here. Okay, y'all, I'm popping back on here with voice to show you what I put together. So when I got to organizing like I wanted to with the dividers, the binder had gotten too fat, especially when I added the new things into it. So I picked this new binder. This is the same style that I use for all my stencils. I had a couple extra. So this gives me a lot more room to work with. So this is now my new sentiment binder. I'm going to show you how I have it organized. I'm very excited to have this. So I'm just going to do a quick little walkthrough. These are just a couple big ones that I have that are on really glittery cardstock. You can see it's really shedding the glitter, and I don't want that all over the place. So I have those just kind of in their own little pouch. Now, the difference here, you can see I labeled them with dividers. I'm very excited about that. So the categories that I have, I'll tell you, I have B-Day, I have thanks, I have love, I have hello, I have boost. You may wonder what boost is, but I actually referred to a thesaurus because encouragement wasn't going to fit across here. And I thought, boost is a good pick-me-up word, right? And then I have miscellaneous, set mixes, and then I have a blank one. So I'm going to come through and show you. I'll actually come down a little bit, maybe. Sorry, we'll go try and get this the right height. Okay, so here I have celebratory, so like birthdays. Now you do still want to kind of tip it upright if you have it kind of like me where you don't want it to tip out the top. But I have birthday, celebration, kind of 2 pages of that because I make a lot of birthday cards. I would say that's my most frequent card. Actually, I have 3 pages here. So 3 pages of birthdays. This is a scrapbook set. I haven't used this a whole lot yet, so Need to kind of get on that. But one thing I did do with this, I'll kind of talk as I go along and find things that are little tips for you if you want to start your own binder. I will link everything below. I actually have 2 different types of pockets that I use. I'll show these to you. Oh, these are little coin pockets. We don't want that one. Okay, so these are baseball card pocket protector sheets. These are ones that I've already used. I kind of got a little overzealous and was pulling out new ones rather than looking to see how many I had as I was trying to organize. But these, you can see, have the little storage page with the flap. So this is what I use mainly in my critter binder. And I do have a couple of them in here for the really small sentiments, just to kind of help hold them in. But I like the ones without them, even though I have to be careful not to tip it over, because sometimes I have longer sentiments and they'll kind of sit off the top. And if there was a little lip there, that might cause a problem. And then I also kind of, trying to find one that I've kind of opened up already. I'll kind of tear them along the perforation to make a pocket bigger when I need to, like if it's a big sentiment. So those are the 2 types that I use. These are thank yous. If you see these little pieces of mint tape, they're holding the little tittles to the cutouts. I try and buy ones that don't have tittles, but just in case. Here we have the love category. So this is all love you with love you so, XO, that kind of thing. These are hello, hey you, hi, that kind of thing. And then boost. So this is a mix. So we have, you know, feel better, have hope, stay strong, I think the world of you, you're in my thoughts, here for you, that kind of thing. Or into the hugs, like big hugs. I have abrazos, which is hugs in Spanish. Take care with sympathy. So it's kind of like if you need to give someone a boost or just a note, miss you, sending smiles, that kind of thing. And then miscellaneous, this is kind of a mix of kind of random ones. Maybe words on their own, like best or wonderful, happy, darling, always. Got some best wishes here. Grad, congratulations, friend, dude, that kind of thing. Now this, I have set mixes. These I just kind of kept them together, even though they're all different sentiments. So these are Spanish sentiments from Simon Says Stamp. I love them. These are, I think, Honeybee. And again, I just kept these together because the style is kind of unique. So if they're a set and they're mixed, but they're kind of a distinct style, then I probably kept them together. Like, for example, these. These are Ulta new ones. What I did do here that was different in my other binder, I found that I wasn't grabbing for them out of pure laziness. So I had all the words mixed together based on color and things like that. And I had the shadow layer separated. And what I found was happening is that I was just passing over the page because I was being lazy. So now I have the thanks die cuts with the shadow layer. So I have them all in their own pocket. So it's hello, hey you, love, hugs, friend, sweet, and thanks. So this way I have the shadow layer if I want it, or just the word by itself, and I have them all in their own little pocket. And again, these are the little tittles. Here's another one that it's all different sentiments, but it's kind of a whole big set. These are Pink Fresh, all different sentiments. You've probably seen those loads of times. And the same thing here. There's like a thank you mix and a celebratory mix. And then these I have, this is like for future, if I come up with another category. These are little foam cuts that are adhesive backed, and they will go behind those pretty scripty honeybee. So I hope that gives you some inspiration. I can't tell you, see, look at that. I already dumped it out. Gotta be careful. You don't wanna stack them too full. I might have this a little bit too full, to be honest, but I'm just being very careful usually about keeping it tipped upright. And obviously I store it in my calyx shelf upright. But if you want to work with the pockets with the little lips, they'll keep them in better, or just be careful, and then it's fine. I've used this system for years now. This is a great way to get in my craft room and kind of help my future self making cards by creating all these die cuts and having them ready to go. So maybe I'm not feeling particularly inspired, but I want to be in my craft space with all my craft goodies. I will fill this up. And yeah, so that's where I'm at with this. I hope you enjoyed these tips and tricks. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll link everything below, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.